Hello, and welcome back to Diatonic Dissection, where we crack open music to see what makes it tick. In this video, we'll be looking at the music for both Into the Hall and Oak Research Lab from Pokemon Blue/Red. These are the pieces that play when your winning team of Pokemon is inducted into the Hall of Fame following the defeat of the Elite Four and your rival, as well as when you're in Professor Oak's lab. As always, do the algorithm stuff, and if you want the sheet music for this as well as the other videos I've done, then sign up over at the Diatonic Dissection Patreon, patreon.com/Diatonic Dissection. Now let's get into it and start with Into the Hall. The tempo is 175 BPM and the key is G major. There are just two chords for Into the Hall and they are both sus4 chords. The main melody for Into the Hall starts at bar 4 with a quick 16th note run up into held notes. Even though the key is G major, there is an F natural to be aware of. Melody 1 plays just the same 4-bar pattern repeatedly throughout the piece. The melodies played by Melody 1 inform the chords used. I'm sorry bassists, but this part is very dull. Bars 1 to 12 is just jumping from D to G and back. You do get a bit more to do in bars 13 to 16, but it's still not much. Now that the team has been inducted into the Hall of Fame, let's go back to pretty much the start of the game and go into Professor Oak's Research Lab. The tempo is 140 BPM and the key is A major. There are more chords in Research Lab than Into the Hall. These include various types of chords including the usual, major, minor and diminished, but there's also a fifth chord in there. Both melodies start with a 16th note run up the A major scale, with melody 2 starting on the 7th note, G sharp. After the pickup, there is a random D sharp at the end of bar 2. There are some arpeggios and runs that involve string crossing if you're on guitar. Melody 1, like Melody 2, starts with a 16th note pickup run, but it starts lower down on the B. There is a D sharp accidental in this run, so be aware of that. There isn't much else to say short of there are some staccato notes and some arpeggios that require string crossing. Thankfully, the bass for Oak Research Lab is much more interesting than it was for Into the Hall. You have jumping sixths, fourths and thirds, as well as a fun turnaround in bar 8. And that's it, 2 more short tracks stretched into in-depth analyses. Do all the algorithm stuff, and if you want the sheet music, head on over to the Diatonic Dissection Patreon, patreon.com/Diatonic Dissection. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and found it interesting/entertaining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!